Hi everyone, my name is Korosh Erfani. I am a sociologist and a political analyst. And today is Sunday, September 28, 2025. And I am going to talk about this plan right now. This is a ceasefire and peace plan that had been discussed for a while, and it looks like that it's, according to Axios, in its final stage. And tomorrow, with the meeting between Trump and Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, it will be discussed and most probably agreed. So it's something positive. It's something good. We can appreciate all these efforts to put an end to killing the people, right? So that's good. But at the same time, there are the details that are a little, odd, and we cannot really think seriously about that. So that's why I put as the title for this program a stillborn plan for peace, a plan that doesn't have any chance. But why? Let's see first the main points of the plan. The first one, the release of all remaining hostage within 48 hours of a ceasefire. So which means that Hamas has to release all the hostages. And I saw in Israeli source that is a question you see of the first day, just on day one, all hostages released. So it's very interesting to know that Hamas said that it didn't receive any proposal for now, which means Hamas is not officially even informed about that, about something that is going to be discussed tomorrow at White House. So Hamas didn't have any idea about this release of hostage that must happen in the 48 hours of starting of this ceasefire. Imagine that everything is based on this first point, and the main actor of the achievement of this first point is not even informed about the existence of such a plan or the details, or we don't know if Hamas is going to accept it or not. So we start to have a little doubt about the seriousness of this plan just based on this technical point that Hamas has not been informed yet. 24 hours before a crucial meeting between Netanyahu and Trump in the White House. So the second, a permanent ceasefire. And this is something that we know that for Israel will be extremely hard to accept, because we saw that every time it was a matter of permanence for the ceasefire, Israel opposed seriously to that and rejected completely the idea. So we don't know how this time it could happen, while we know that the Israeli government is in a deep crisis internally, and I am going to talk about that later. But the idea of the permanence of ceasefire is seriously doubtful. Gradual Israeli withdrawal from all of the Gaza Strip. So we can see here that the main and the core of the conflict for now, as of now at least, which means hostages. So we have an injunction, an order somehow to release them in 24 or 48 hours. But when it comes to Israeli withdrawal, it would be gradual. We don't know what does it mean, step by step, okay, but with what frame time, what duration, how long this withdrawal will take. So no idea, no precision, right? Here, a very restrictive precision of time. Here, almost nothing. Gradual. All right. 4. Israel's release of around 250 Palestinian prisoners serving life sentences for killing Israelis. We don't know who they are. We don't know how these 250 prisoners have been designed or selected. Based on what? Based on what negotiations? Between who exactly? Same thing here. 2,000 Palestinians who have been detained in Gaza since October 7. We know that more than 7,000 people, almost 8,000 people had been arrested in Gaza, in the West Bank after 7 October. Here it's a matter of only 2,000 Palestinians. We don't know why, who exactly, and again, something extremely ambiguous, about this point. All right. Then the things start to be more interesting from here. A post-war plan that includes a governing mechanism in Gaza without Hamas. Okay, so there would be a governing mechanism, but we don't know who exactly. This will include an international and Arab board. International, which means all the nations. There are 200 nations. We don't know what international means exactly. And Arab, which one? Which Arab countries? With a Palestinian Authority representative. Just a Palestinian Authority representative. So which means between the Palestinians or between the international and Arab board, there would be most probably a Palestinian Authority representative. Okay, and a technocratic government of unaffiliated Palestinians in Gaza. We don't know what does it mean. It's very vague. It's very general. Unaffiliated Palestinians. What does it mean exactly? We don't know. All right. Then a security force that would include Palestinians. Again, we don't know which Palestinians, who exactly, but also soldiers from Arab and Muslim countries. So here, this time, it comes to the Muslim countries. Here in the board, international and Arab, okay, but here Muslim countries, Arab and Muslim countries must send soldiers over there with the Palestinian to create a security force. Again, as you see, the terms are very general, very vague, and it cannot really bring any necessary precision for this kind of official and serious text and matters. Again, funding from Arab and Muslim countries for the new administration in Gaza and for reconstruction and development of the enclave. So for the money, Arab and Muslim countries. Okay, for destruction, Israel, United States, United Kingdom, and everyone, because as a matter of business, they can sell weapons and they can use them to kill the people, to make a genocide, of course. But when it comes to the construction or reconstruction, so now funding from Arab and Muslim countries, they have to put money. Otherwise, no, we don't have any money to put for that. We can put money, billions and billions, to destroy, to bomb, to blow everything up. But for reconstruction, we don't have any money. All right. Some involvement of the Palestinian Authority in a new governing mechanism in Gaza. Okay, the highest level of vague formulation of an idea. Some involvement, Palestinian Authority. what does it mean? What the hell it is in the new governing mechanism in Gaza. So good luck with that. Then a process of disarming Hamas and demilitarizing Gaza, which includes destroying all remaining heavy weapons and tunnels. So the tunnels must be destroyed, the weaponry must be destroyed, everything should be destroyed in such a way that there wouldn't be any possibility for any Palestinian to make any act of resistance, of course. And it's something that must be accepted totally by everyone, all right? Otherwise, it cannot work. So we can see how effectively this plan is integrating all the wishful thinking of Israeli government in the name of the American plan, US plan. So this is something that is totally unacceptable. Of course, it's not question only of Hamas, but also other armed group. It's a matter of 5-6 armed groups that are fighting in Gaza, and I don't know if they are going to accept to be dismantled completely, and then to let every weapons and tunnels that they have being destroyed. Maybe that's a dream for Israeli government, for the IDF, that couldn't do that after 2 years of bombing every inch of Gaza. But I don't know if the Palestinians are going to accept that or not. Then amnesty for Hamas members who disavow violence and want to stay in Gaza. We don't know what disavow violence means. Rejecting violence, okay, but how, at which extent, in which conditions exactly, just the idea. And safe pass out of the enclave for Hamas members who don't commit to non-violence. Can you imagine such a categorization? Can you imagine the members of Hamas in line saying that, yes, I reject violence, and the other one, no, I don't reject violence. I want to go somewhere to continue my commitment to violence. Nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. But this is what they are selling to the international community. And then, no annexation of the West Bank by Israel, and no annexation or occupation of parts of Gaza. So this annexation is something that is happening right now. There are more and more settlements in the West Bank. There are settlers who are there for years now, established, and we don't have any idea about if it is talking about the new annexation, the old one, the ongoing ones. Again, vague, very general idea. Then an Israeli commitment not to attack Qatar again in the future. So suddenly in a plan with regard to the future of Gaza and Palestine, it's a question of not attacking another Arab country in the future. What? And finally, let's finish with this one. A future credible path for Palestinian statehood. Pay attention to this word. Future, which means don't wait for anything immediate. Credible is credible from the lens of who? Witkoff, Jared Kushner, Tony Blair, we don't know, for Palestinian statehood. And this totally imaginary future after the Palestinian Authority undergoes significant reforms. So these reforms should be done by who? Of course, formulated most probably by Tony Blair, supervised by Jared Kushner, and approved by Witkoff or something like that. So you see the lack of seriousness in the even the terms of a text that is a kind of spectacle, right? I consider that as an extravaganza of White House and most probably Israeli Prime Minister. It's not something serious, and that's why I consider that as a stillborn plan for peace. We don't see. But the last point I would like to develop a little. Netanyahu doesn't have any possibility to accept this plan, even though this plan is just a joke. Okay, he cannot accept that for this simple reason that if he accepts it, he will lose effectively the members of far-right extremists of his cabinet, and therefore his government will fall. And from that moment, you can be sure that there is no any more commitment by the government, because it will be matter of re-election, early election, and for a few months there is no really any sense of government in Israel until the election takes place. And within that time, for sure, the IDF will do whatever it wants. So this is most probably the way that Prime Minister will make believe, to Trump, that he is personally okay with this plan, but there are resistances within the government, Smotrich, Ben-Gvir, and so on. So after that, there is a second. If Netanyahu rejects completely and directly, straightforward, the plan, he risks losing Trump's support, right? And Netanyahu doesn't want that. And Israel in general doesn't want that. So what would be an intermediary solution so that he can keep the support of American administration, Trump administration, for whatever Israel will go doing, and on the other hand, there is no risk of losing the majority of the extreme right in his cabinet. There is a intermediary solution, I think, which is making a move that will put the United States in the obligation of action in favor of Israel. And this move cannot be anything else but attacking on Iran, attacking an Israeli attack against Iran. And I think this is what Netanyahu has planned to do. Of course, he won't say that directly to Trump, but in practice, we can see that an attack by Israeli with most probably an excuse somewhere, for example, a very sensitive information about preparation of building or making a nuclear weapon by Iranians or something like that, a nonsense story, a good excuse in order to go there, to bomb Iran, and to trigger a broaden all-out war. And from that moment, with the strongest Israeli lobby in the United States, we can be sure that White House won't have any choice but supporting fully Israel, and then we are going to have not only the continuation of war in Gaza, in the West Bank, but also a huge regional war in the Middle East. Most probably we will see that. We are monitoring that, and I am going to talk about it more in the coming days. Thank you very much for watching this video.